This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 185 of Horse Tip Daily, a different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every time. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you one day at a time. Today's tip is sponsored by Eco Gold, high-performance products for the ultimate in comfort and protection for your horse. Visit them at ecogold.ca. Enjoy today's tip. This is Glenn the Geek back with you from Lexington, Kentucky, and you're listening to Horse Tip Daily. Well, I apologize a bit for the quality of the recording today. I have some of my equipment is out at the Kentucky Horse Park for our coverage out there of the Rolex International 3-day event. So I'm a little short here this morning at the home base, so we'll try and fix that tomorrow morning. And again, I apologize for the hollow sounding of the recording today. Well, today we have something a little bit different for you. We were out at the Kentucky Horse Park yesterday for the coverage of the Rolex 3-day event. It's the largest horse show of its kind in the United States. It's the only 4-star event in the United States that happens during the entire calendar year. And it was quite exciting out there yesterday. They did what they call the jog or the trot up, and that is where they do the horse inspection, where the vets take a look at all the horses that are about to go. They have the largest field that has ever run at the Rolex. There's going to be 53 horses running this time. And I thought what we'd do today is just take a listen in on an interview that Chris Stafford got with Oliver Townend. Now, Oliver Townend is in the running for the Rolex Grand Slam, which is 3 events that you have to win in any one calendar year. And if you do that, you win $350,000. It's one of the largest purses in the sport of eventing. Well, he actually won the first 2 phases, and now Rolex is the 3rd phase. And he was coming over here from England, where he is home-based, and he rides for England as well. Well, because of the ash cloud over England and all of the airline flights canceled, his horse had arrived last week before all of that happened, but he couldn't get out of England. So he had to get creative, and his creativity actually made the national news here in the United States and all over the world. Well, Chris caught him literally as he was coming out of the car on Tuesday, getting ready for Wednesday's activities after just having arrived here from England and his 2.5-day journey. And it was quite a story, so I thought I'd just play it here on Horse Tip Daily. What the tip is you can get out of this is, I guess, leave town before the ash cloud hits. I guess that would be the tip. But it was quite interesting to listen to Ollie chat about his adventures and to talk a little bit about the upcoming week here at the Rolex 3-day event. Also, our first of the daily coverage has begun over at eventingradio.com. The first show we recorded last night after the jog and after the horse inspection. And then we had a little preview of what's to come for the week. So if you're at all interested, go head over to eventingradio.com and listen to episode number 73. And I just wanted to say before we get to Chris Stafford and Ollie Townend that I for the first time, had the opportunity to meet our good friends at Eco Gold. They were there set up at the Rolex event as one of the vendors. So I got to spend a little bit of time, and I hope to spend more time with our good friends over there at Eco Gold. And as you know, they do the high-performance saddle pads and horse boots that are non-slip, 100% breathable, and the ultimate in comfort and protection for your horse. Made with high-tech materials and the state-of-the-art design, Eco Gold's innovative products are the choice of top riders Philip Dutton, McLean Ward, Ashley Holzer, Karen O'Connor, Boyd Martin, and Jessica Phoenix. As a matter of fact, they were delivering, Patricia from Eco Gold was delivering some products to one of the riders in the barns yesterday. So a lot of their riders, sponsored riders, are part of the Rolex this year. So we thank our friends at Eco Gold for their continuing support of Horse Tip Daily, and you can find them at ecogold.ca.
And as I said, I did have a chance to catch up with Ollie Townend. Oliver Townend, of course, is riding 2 horses here, having a go at the Grand Slam event, which has only been won once before by Pippa Funnell, of course, with Primor Pride a few years ago. So it's a big purse, $250,000 at stake. And Ollie had an endurance test himself to get here from Europe with the effects of the volcanic ash affecting all the flights coming out of Europe to the States at the beginning of the week. But he made it here. He made it here on Tuesday afternoon. He got into the horse park, and I was able to catch up with him literally as he jumped out of his truck from the airport. So let's hear about his journey and what his expectations are this weekend. Well, I'm joined by Ollie Townend. Just got here. The long route from England, Ollie. Are you exhausted?
It's been a fairly exhausting trip. It's taken 2 days, 2.5 days really by the time we got here. But no, I'm just really relieved now that we've actually got over here. My poor owners haven't still managed to get here yet, but hopefully they'll get here later on in the week.
Tell us a little bit about your journey.
I started off at Crewe Station in a bit of a flap and a rush because we knew that things were going to go wrong. So I got on the train at Crewe to London, then through the underground with all my bags and gear, which was just a nightmare, and then managed to just catch the train, the Eurostar to Paris. And then when we got to Paris, that was when it was obviously seriously going to go wrong. The whole of Paris was just gridlocked, full of Americans, funnily enough, trying to get home. And we were told that there were no trains to where we wanted to go, which was Madrid, till Wednesday. So then I started again, got a taxi ride to the coaches. All the coaches were full. I mean, the place was just really jam-packed with frustrated, tired, queuing people. And in the end, I managed to persuade a French taxi driver to drive me all the way to Madrid, which was 13.5 hours and 1,700 and a bit euros. But at least we got here in the end.
And then you had a flight from Madrid to Miami, up through Atlanta to Lexington.
That's right, yeah. So I don't really know where I am at the minute, but at the same time it's been, we've got here.
Well, you literally just arrived. You haven't even had a chance to look at your horses yet. I believe they're okay, according to your groom. Obviously, this is an important year, coming all the way, the trouble that you've gone to because of the Grand Slam being involved. Very important competition for you, Ollie. Just tell us a little bit about the two horses and your thoughts on your chances.
Yeah, it was great, obviously, to win Badminton and Burghley last year with Flint Curtis and Carousel Quest. Neither of those two horses have been brought here because we didn't think it was in their best interests at this stage in their career. They're both getting quite old boys now, to bring them all the way to America. So I've got two relatively inexperienced horses. One horse that it's his first 4-star. He's called ODT Master Rose. He belongs to Stephen and Victoria Hazeldine. First 4-star, good 3-star form. I've had him since he was 5 years old. He's 10 now. So, I don't expect him to win, but I really just want to try and get the best performance out of him, and he shouldn't be far off with a bit of luck. The other horse, Ashdale Cruise Master, he's an 11-year-old. I've only had the ride on him for 3 months. It's been an interesting 3 months. We've taken, a bit to get to know each other. His weakness is the dressage, but at the same time, last time out at the CIC 3-star in Burnham Market he won. I've only had 3 rides on him. He's been okay the first time, fell the second time, and then won the 3-star at Burnham Market the third run. So again, we're still in the get to know stages, so it's all a bit of a risk really.
And tell us a little bit about the HSBC series and how important that is to you, what your prospects look like for the season, having won last year.
Yeah, as you said, I won last year, which was a fantastic bonus at the end of the year. It really has made a huge difference to my way of life and my farm and the way it run. It just took the pressure off at the end of the season to win that lucrative prize. This year, who knows? We're early on in the season. I don't really know what everybody else has got. As I've said, my 2 grey boys are getting older, so they're going to wait till later on in the year to appear. We're trying to give them as easy a time as possible and try and let these young guns come through and see how good they are, really. And, fingers crossed, I've got some good horses, but you never know how it's going to pan out.
Well, there's a lot at stake here this weekend, Ollie. $250,000 for the Grand Slam, and of course, obviously, the first prize of the Rolex Kentucky 3-day event. That's a total of $350,000. That will more than pay that cab fare.
Yeah, it would do. But at the same time, if I don't win, then there is no money anyway, so I'm just going to concentrate on trying to ride the best I possibly can and get the best out of my horses, and we'll see where we end up.
Well, we want to wish you the very best of luck, Ollie. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you settle in here at the horse park.
No problem, thank you.
Well, we want to wish Ollie all the very best of luck. He obviously means business here to be coming over and enduring the journey that he did, 2.5 days to get from England to the Kentucky Horse Park to have a go at this $250,000 Rolex Grand Slam.
Well, it was quite an adventure that Ollie had, and we thank Chris and for catching Ollie immediately when I got out of the truck here at the Kentucky Horse Park. Well, we're looking forward to continued coverage every day on the Eventing Radio Show at eventingradio.com. We'll be producing daily shows from there. As well, at the 2010 radio show, we'll be doing a special episode Monday morning with a wrap-up of the Rolex 3-day event and also both test events that are happening for dressage and jumping at the same time here at the Kentucky Horse Park, and their test events for the World Equestrian Games. Everything is preparing over at the Horse Park for the World Equestrian Games. You can tell the atmosphere is a little bit different this year. There's tons of vendors there, and security is a little different, and they're definitely preparing and getting the systems ready for the World Equestrian Games in just a few more months now here at the Kentucky Horse Park, and it is looking beautiful. And of course, it was fantastic weather yesterday as well. Well, I thank you for joining me today here at Horse Tip Daily, and I won't make you put up with this sound quality any longer. Hopefully by tomorrow morning we'll have all the parts in the right places and be able to record a little better quality than you're hearing right now, and I apologize for that again. Well, everybody, you have a fantastic day, and I'll be back tomorrow with another new expert and another horse tip here at horsetipdaily.com.